Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this matte, kind of wintry look. It's a really light matte smoky eye with a berry lip and matte skin. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. May as well get straight into it. I'm just doing the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer on my pores to smooth a little bit. Okay, now for my foundation, I'm going to do the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. I tried this for the first time 2 days ago and I liked it more than I expected. I thought it was going to be more of like a dewy foundation for dry skin, but it's actually quite matte and it wore fairly well throughout the day. It did grip a little bit on some weird dry patches that I had, but I mean, probably just my skin, not the foundation. And it controlled my oil fairly well. I did get a little bit shiny, but nothing too crazy. It's pretty normal for me to get shiny. So I'm gonna keep using it for a little while and see how I like it, because my first impression was not bad. I'm using the mini expert face brush from Real Techniques to buff that in. It does dry down quickly, so I think it's best to work in sections with this foundation. And with pretty much every foundation, I just like to tap over with a beauty blender at the end to make sure that there's no streaks or like patchy bits. For my under eyes, Naked Skin Corrector in Peach. You guys know the drill. I mostly just like to keep it in the corner there. It's so funny because when I do makeup on clients, I'm really gentle, like deliberately really careful to be soft with everything. But when I watch videos, or like when I'm editing videos of me doing my own makeup, it looks like I'm being so violent. I think I'm just being quick. I'm not being that rough. I'm just lightly setting my under eyes with the Nye Neutral Set translucent powder. This is the Zoeva, I don't know what number it is, but it's this little tapered face brush and it is so good. I use it all the time. I think I need to buy more of them because it's like that brush that I just like constantly reach for. It's really good for setting the under eye, but also like highlighting. You can even use it for blush or just to kind of spot set. Now for my eyes, I'm going to use the Fenty eye primer. Just a little bit. This primer is really tacky, like it's borderline hard to blend things on, but it does help my shadows last. I'm just going to set my eyelids, set that primer, because I'm using pretty much mostly matte shadows, so I want them to blend easily. I'm gonna do my brows and I'll be right back. Say hi. You just stopped purring instantly. Mom, stop. Okay, so I've just done my brows off camera. I used the Chanel brow pencil and Anastasia clear brow gel as usual. I'm just going to zoom you in for my eyes. For my eyes today, I'm using the Smashbox Covershot matte eye palette. So it's just all these matte, kind of mauvey, pinky browny shades. Very similar color story to the original Tartelette palette. Let me open them together. Very similar. They've both got the pinks and the browns and the purpley shades, and they're both all matte. Pretty much the same thing. Okay, now I'm starting off with this bone colored shade, just all over as a wash. Okay, this mirror is distorted. I don't know if they're all like that, but completely distorted. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade here, maybe a mix of these two, and just go a little bit into the crease and that outer corner. Now with a slightly smaller brush, I'm going in with this brown shade, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner and lash line a little bit. So keeping it mostly along that diagonal, but I will pull it up into the crease a little bit. Now these shadows are a little bit softer than the Tarte ones. The Tarte, for some reason the original Tartelette palette, the shadows are really hard and firm. They blend well, but they're just very firm. And then the Tartelette in Bloom and the one with the warm shades, I can't remember what that, Toasted. And the Toasted palette, they're really soft and buttery, like almost too soft, where they're kind of hard to blend, but it's a totally different formula. Okay, now I like to get a bit of that purple shade here, just a little bit on my fluffier brush. Just take the excess off on my hand, and then I just like to kind of buff that over the top, just to give like a purple wash. Mixing the purple and brown now, just giving a blend, and I'm going more into the crease here. Now I'm going to go in with this bone colored shade. So this is like a yellowy bone color, and this is a pinky bone color. I'm going to get that pinky one. I'm just going to pat it on the front of the lid, using the MAC 239, which is one of my favorite shader brushes. And I'm just doing that to softly define the crease, but not do like an actual cut crease. Okay, now for the lash line, I'm just going to get this black shade on an angled brush, and I'm just going to press the shadow in. Oh, that already went a bit south. Just along the lashes. I'm just going to blend that outer corner too with a mix of, I'm just using the purple, the black purple and the dark brown mixed together just to kind of blend that corner in a little bit. Like that corner of the liner, so it's just like soft and connects. And I'm using that same color combo just underneath the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion, which I haven't tried before. I like the look of the wand though. I like when the wand's a little bit softer, not like the rubbery spiky ones. I really like a soft wand like this. Okay, so that's the eyes done. You could definitely add a lash, but I'm about to go to the gym, so I'm not gonna bother. I guess I'm just gonna wash it off. For my cheeks, I'm using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Just for a bit of a, I forgot it tastes like chocolate. Just for a bit of a contour. It's weird that it tastes sweet though, because cocoa powder itself isn't sweet. So it's like they added sugar too, or something. Very strange. I don't know how I feel about Too Faced adding a fragrance to everything they do. A lot of times it's really not necessary. For blush, I'm using MAC Blush Baby. It's just a little bit more, it's got a little bit more of a cool undertone than most of the blushes I have. It's still quite warm, but it's just not as peachy. And I might actually go without highlight today and leave it all a little bit more matte. My lips, I'm using the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Do Me Baby. I have a bit of lip balm on, but I'm gonna leave it. Just want to add a tiny little bit more colour on the cheek. And I'm just going to press a tiny bit more powder into this part of the cheek here, just around where I get oily. And also just to soften out the edge of the cheek colour that I put down. And that's it for today's look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave me a thumbs up and I will see you guys next time. Bye.